What's up, everybody? Welcome to 2024. The year of the rabbit is over. It's time for a new year. Happy New Year. I thought that we would start the new year off with a level 3 tier list, uh, just for fun. I've missed doing these. I want to talk about this game some more. So here we go. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know your favorite level 3 super. There's so many freaking cool ones in this game. Now, if you've paid attention to any of the other super videos, you'll know that Cyclops is um, he's typically S tier, and in this case, our boy is actually very close to S tier. He's upper A for sure. He's good. So let's show off his level 3 super. This is called Ground Blast, I believe. Ground Blast is really good. It starts up very quick, though it's not gonna punish any strings, but it has great range, so it's an incredible whiff punish tool. You actually need to be careful. Um, it links into other stuff because of the hard knockdown on supers, so you can run up and you can get a down 1-2 into his level 2. You can also get a run up into another into something like this, for a really nice chunk of damage. It does great damage on its own. But yeah, it's really good. He also has a aerial level 3. It actually does more damage, though the potential is a little less so. It's not as, I would say, it's less good. Oh, we just went off axis there. But if you were to do something like this, you actually can continue the combo. Something like this. You'll notice that Cyclops kind of dropped. You can actually continue the combo from there. I'm going to try one more time. Show this off. We're going to dash forward. And we still get our combo, right? So not too shabby. It actually did, I think, maybe slightly more damage. Oh no, that's because we had a bunch of hits ahead of time. So yeah, that is level 3. It looks really both of his level 3s are good. I would say his aerial level 3 is probably B tier. It does damage, you can follow up, but it's not as versatile as his ground blast. So yeah, that's a B. That's a level B. Oh, tier B. B tier. It's late. And I guess what I'm thinking of here with regards to S, A, B, C, and D, is S tier maybe almost breaks the game, changes how your opponents actually fight, and how they approach. We're gonna do Wolverine next. It basically just changes the game. That's how I imagine S tier supers working. A tier either excels in a couple of things: a bunch of damage, really good invincibility. At this point, level 3s take roughly a third of your opponent's life if you land it. So your combo leading up to it does 8k. You're definitely taking more than half of an opponent's life if you land a level 3. So B tier is basically just does damage, whether that be a lot of damage or whatever. C tier would be, does damage, but you can't do anything else. Maybe it doesn't do a lot of damage. Maybe it does less damage and you still can't do much. And D tier is maybe don't use this move. Your meter is better spent elsewhere. So Wolverine has a pretty dang good level 3. It does great damage. It does 1250, which is on the high end for sure. Probably one of the most damaging on normal opponents. It has really good range. So if you are intent on whiff punishing, you have if they're not blocking, man, you could cover the distance if you see something. It can blow through strings. So actually, let's record Havoc really quick. Something like that. We'll just do that. And then let's let's have him play repeat. See how we got even in between the first 2 hits? That's a fast move. You can blow through strings with this. Again, it doesn't lead to much else. It should be noted, like, doesn't really do much else, but it's so fast, it does so much damage, you can blow through so many strings that, like, it is good enough, I feel like, to fit in A tier for this character. Yeah. So what else? Yeah, let's switch up. I never even let's see. I didn't even move him over. Let's plop him into A tier. And next up actually is Gambit, and Gambit is going to land solidly in B. Um, Now I have a couple of reasons. So if you guys know, one of his coolest moves actually is his level 3. It's called 52 card pickup, and it's sick.
Pick a card.
He just launches a whole bunch of cards at his opponent. So you'll notice there that it did like less than 10k, but you'll also notice that like a bunch of cards just straight up missed Havoc. That's one of the reasons why this isn't higher. Also, this is purely a combo ender. I think this does like over 12 if you get all the hits. But it's hard to get all the hits. Let's see how much we can do just straight. So pretty good damage there, a little over 11. You can do this off of any knockdown. This hits OTG as long as they're in their bounce state, and I believe you can even yeah. So like that's that's damage that is good damage. But again, you're not doing too much after this.
Pick a card.
In the air, if they're high enough, you might be able to do a little something, but really not much. You might be able to link 2 together depending on how you land it. Like, if you were to do something like this, we'll switch meter. They sort of fall on it. I believe you can get another one because you have the knockdown. You have the hard knockdown. I believe this will hit. Yeah. So you get a super high combo counter, which looks sick. But again, like, there isn't really much to this move. It's good, but it's not exceptional in any way, shape, or form. Like, this does not wow me, besides the fact that it's, like, such a cool looking move. So Storm is next. Storm. So as usual, I think, like, something that we typically see with these videos, if you guys have been watching, is a lot of stuff ends up landing in B tier. There's not a lot of moves in this game that have a ton of utility, and Storm is the same. So Storm has El Nino. Now I'm very tempted to put El Nino in A tier. Like, it does incredible damage. This has got to be one of the coolest moves in the game. Like, period. This has got to be one of the coolest level 3 supers in the game. It looks amazing. It's not instant. Obviously, the cloud needs to hit you. So you're not, but like, it has no invincibility. You can't blow through any strings. It takes way too long to start up. You're not, so like there's that. You can't use it as a reversal punish. You can use it as a whiff punish for sure. Like, any whiff will get caught by this. And the closer you get, obviously the cloud is like, it's right there. So this is really good. But again, you can't combo out of it. You can't, and you can totally combo into it. What are her moves? It's like do. No, was it? Dang. That's not it. I'm trying to like remember any of the. She has like one really that's it. So you're catching stuff, man. Like, this fits in any combo. So it is, you can put it places and it will do the damage. But again, it's not anything super special. It looks amazing, but it doesn't have that wow factor to it. Beast, on the other hand, has sort of an interesting level 3. He's close. Yeah, he's close. He's close. I'm going to put Beast in B tier for now, because I want to show off sort of what my thinking here. So Beast's level 3 super is really cool. It's got great range. Boom. 10,000 damage, really nice damage. 10k is the average, I would say. So 10k, that's actually on a little bit on the lower end. But he has some stuff that's kind of interesting. So, unfortunately, this move does not. This does not go through. Like, if Alex is like, if there's a hitbox inside of Beast, it will not work. If you have good enough timing, and you are able to get it in between hits, like that's how it works, right? Oh, that was Hand Plan Hell, which is one of the greatest. So hitboxes inside of Beast, really, like, that's good. Also, I think, like, technically, I want to say technically, this move is 0 frame. So if you are not blocking when it activates, you're going to get hit if he's in range. So, like, that is another benefit. I want to say this is probably a little better than B, but it also has one special property. Any splat move, it will catch. Typically, splats, I want to show this off if you're unfamiliar, but that's a splat knockdown. Oh. Options, let's make sure block is on auto. So you'll notice oh, I don't think that worked. Action should be auto. This should be tech down. So you notice any move that I do will trigger an invincible wake up roll. Now, this works for like everything except for Beast level 3. So this move actually breaks the rules of the game. No joke. This actually breaks the rules of the game. No one should be allowed to be hit in that instance. That also makes things like, let's see if this actually works. I think, can he block this? I can't remember. So he can't block that. So typically, because this is a a stagger stun, you'd have to do something a little different. See how he can block there? For whatever reason, Beast's level 3 ignores some core functionality of the game. I'm going to put it in A tier. I'm going to put it in A tier purely because he can do things with this super that no other character can. I think it's really interesting. So yeah, unless this is a training mode bug, which would be interesting that I'm talking this move up so much, but this is a really good move, frankly. Again, it works off of any OTG. Right, so this will hit here as well. I think it's a really versatile move. It does some great damage. It looks super dope. It works. Oh, I love the fact that it works here off of the hard knockdown from his Beast Stance throw. Yeah, this is like this is a good move. So that's 36 and, like, a free 10. So this move is good. I think it belongs with how it breaks the game. I think it belongs in A. It does something special. Doesn't do a lot of damage, but it does something special, and it means you can go for other things and land this move. So yeah, I'm sticking with it. Phoenix. Okay. Let's check out Phoenix really quick. So I got a lot of Phoenix lovers out there, and I see you guys. Her level 3 is Garbaggio. This is a D tier. Now, I do think this is an S tier troll move. Damage reflect. So, we're actually going to set our boy to play repeat. Look at Havoc's life. He took quite a bit of damage, didn't he, from hitting me? Now, I don't know if he can't heal that back. Like, I don't know if that's a training mode bug. But if so, any damage done to her is, any damage that is done to Jean in this state, if the training mode is correct, they can't heal any of it back. Now, why do I say this is D tier when it's clearly pretty good? Like, they take nearly as much damage as they do to you. I bet if she had normal defense, they would take the exact same amount. Why is this? And look at how long it lasts. It lasts for forever. Okay, why do I think this is D tier? And I would be very happy to be wrong. I think this is D tier because you don't need to use this move. Like, that's wasted meter. In any fighting game, I've found a lot of defensive techniques. Like, who cares? You want to do damage. You don't want to be hit and have damage done to you. So I think, like, if you get a good life lead, Jean has some of the lowest defense in the game, but if you have a massive life lead, yeah, absolutely, toss this fucker on. Anytime you get hit, they will regret hitting you. They will not be able to heal any of it, if that was correct. Yeah, I think that could be really, that could be a super troll, like, you're up. I just think, like, in general, you don't need to use it. You just don't. And that's why it makes it D tier. But it is cool. I think there's a niche use for it, but mostly for trolling. And for, like, just getting that life lead and just milking it. But I'd be happy to wrong. I could see this in competitive play being S tier in the right circumstances. But yeah, right now I'm going to put it in D. I'd be happy to be wrong, though. Next up, we have change player to Toad. Okay. Toad, my boy. Solidly B tier. This is actually one of my favorite looking supers. It's called Swamp Stomp, and it's hilarious and super cool. It's an overhead. It does good damage, but that's it. Yeah, let's do block low. Boing. So it's an overhead. It does good damage. It fits in any combo where the spacing is a little funky because he does jump a like he only jumps that far. Like he's not gonna like extend his jump at all. He jumps exactly that far. So it's not a whiff punish tool. It's strictly a combo ender. Yeah, I think it's fine. But again, not anything to write home about, frankly. Next up is Mystique. Okay. Mystique is B tier. And just as we show that off, she is definitely a B tier. Level 3 is... I love this level 3. I think this level 3 is amazing. Fits her character. She has an air version of it, which is also, B tier, probably C tier. Frankly, like, it does less damage, and unless you're... Like, this is niche. So you know what? I'm going to say she has a C tier super as well. This is super good because this is a touch of death. Like, you can do that into, like, you could just touch of death. Oh, this map. This map is probably, this is what I use in my speed run. Ugh. And then you land throw. And then you land your level 3. So, this is a tool that fits. It has no invincibility on startup. It has fairly slow startup. You're not blowing through any strings. This isn't really a great whiff punish tool either. It comes out okay, but they can block. So unless they're doing something really punishable. But otherwise, it's okay. It does damage. Very B tier. Definition of B tier. Sabertooth. So who doesn't love... You guys know I love me some Sabertooth. He has a D tier level 3. And again, for the very same reason why Jean does. His is healing. It heals roughly, like maybe a little less than a quarter of his life. So let's have our boy repeat, and we'll have him beat the crap out of Sabertooth a little bit. Ow. Now he does recover past full life, so he does recover. Excuse me, he recovers past the red health. So you can get, some decent life back quickly. But again, Sabertooth should be saving his meter to kill. Like, that is what he does. That's what he does best. 1 second while I use El Bathroom-o. Hey yo, had a bit of a bathroom break, and we're back. So I think we've said all we need to say about Ye old Sabertooth. Let's move on to Magneto. Basically, Sabertooth, you don't need to spend your bar on healing. You have red health. Just block for a little bit. Just block for a little bit. Don't get hit. Um, all right, Magneto. Definitely B tier. He has a very B tier move in his level 3. It looks really cool. There you go. It looks cool, but this is it. It can blow through projectiles. Um, or not projectiles, but it can blow through certain strings, which is great. But again, like it does good damage, and that's really it. So we're happy for him, but there you go. And I think like that's important to notice or to recognize is like these are typically for cashing out. A lot of these are built for just specifically to stick at the end of combos to do a nice grip of damage. So yeah, let's switch it up. Let's do Nightcrawler. Okay. So, I thought about this ahead of time, and Nightcrawler is either here or here. Now, why? I'm I'm honestly torn. I'm honestly torn. He's I'm gonna leave him in A tier. Okay. Now, why? If you guys are aware, his level 3 is really good. It's this grab here, and it always does, almost 11k life. Now, why do I think this is so good? On the surface, it isn't that great. But then you realize it enables his... then you realize it enables his... his whatchamacallit. It enables his infinite. A lot of stuff enables his infinite, but like, now... let me just show this off. So you can do this for, what was that, like 11k life or something? And like, you could just keep doing it. Like, you can kill off of this. If you have enough meter, and you can build as much meter as you want, seeing as this is an infinite, like, if you land this, you will win, right? You will win. You can connect this multiple times. You can do whatever you want. So I feel like because this doesn't really break the game, this just enables... this just enables the stuff that, he would already be doing. He can already, get... This is his touch of death. This will give you the touch of death that you've always wanted. Yeah, I don't know. Not fast enough. You can link this many times if you want. You can do it, right after it. It's not a good whiff punisher. It has okay range. It's like maybe like here, maybe a character or two away. Any further, like here, it's probably not hitting. It does blow through strings though, so it is fast enough. So it ignored that hit, which is great. So like you can do this, and then we'll just do an easy one. And you can just keep doing it, man. And then you can reset combo scaling. You could do whatever you want. But there you go. Like I think this is A tier, but I think it's like super high A, almost S, because if you land this, the opponent will die. A lot of characters, everybody can touch a death off of one touch. A lot of times off of a jab. But in this particular instance, I feel like that's probably just it's A, because it doesn't break the game. It just enables an infinite. But you know what I'm talking about. Anything enables an infinite from Nightcrawler. It's just back hard punch. So on to Rogue. Rogue, I think, is also very close to S tier. I'm going to put her in it, and just figure out how I feel about it in a little bit after I kind of talk about it. I feel like S tier fits. So first off, let's just show it off. This move does a chunk of damage. It also is a combo starter. So you can, but not only that, you are able to do full combos. Not just like, you're able to get an air seek every time. You, like, it is... You can almost get a full level 3 back. So if you hit somebody with this, they're probably dead. One thing to keep in mind is that it does not go through anything. It will catch stuff, but it's the last hit is very finicky. You know what? This has got to be A. Yeah. This, okay. This is A. Yeah. This feels better. This is high A. Just maybe even here. Yeah. It's below Nightcrawler. But better than these. And why do I say that? Okay. It's not as consistent, but if you're landing this in a combo, so say you do something like this. If you land her one overhead, like, you could do whatever you want. You can CCR. You can land it again. You can land it into a bunch of other stuff. So, like, let's say you'd, like, do something like this, you know? Oh, that's too far away. Let's say you do something like this. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Oh, we missed the... okay, so that's... the second hit. I forgot to mention. That's another reason why it's A. The second hit where she sort of does the bonk, and she kind of punches them to the ground as she does a flip. That is, it's inconsistent. So that, I would say, is like something to keep in mind. There we go, we got it. So we're at 19k damage. And we're at 23. 24. Like, if you hit somebody with this, like, if your stray jab hits and you have enough meter, they're dead. Yeah, they're dead. Right? Like, that is 27k with very little effort. So yeah, this move is really good. Sure, it can't blow through strings, but if you hit them with anything, if you do this, if you were to do something like this, that combos, you know, like, it's just, this is a good move. This is a good move, and I feel like it's a combo starter, it's a combo filler, and I mean, it's not a combo ender. You could just do this and kill somebody. Yeah, A tier. A tier for sure. Okay, who's next? We've got Magneto, Nightcrawler, Rogue, Forge. Okay, Forge is in an interesting place. He's our first S tier. So he has one S tier and he has one D tier. And if you guys remember, okay, let's go over S tier. So this is a 0-frame nuke that OTGs. This move also, notice that did not scale. So if you let the opponent hit the ground in the right way and you wait enough time, you get another unscaled 10. So that's 21k damage for zero effort. This move also blows through strings, or it can in good circumstances. Whoop! Super fast. Maybe not 0-frame. Maybe it's not 0-frame, but it's dang close. Like, it's super fast. Not only that, so I mentioned, you know, this is unscaled damage right there. So that was, you know, anytime you hit this, you're looking at adding at least 4k onto your total. Really, really good. So it's a 14k, which is essentially a level 4. It's a level 4 super for a level 3, and you've still got meter to play with. So incredible. Like, you should be doing this. You should be transferring meter to this unless you're using the equalizer. You should be using this move. This move is too good. Again, full screen tactical nuke that can be followed up on. It's incredibly good. And I think you even follow it up on like with other stuff. So like, you do this and then you hit them with the equalizer and then you dash in and they've got no super. They can't build any bar. Super good stuff, dude. Super good move. Incredible. Great for the speed run too. He also has this piece of garbage where he has access to a bunch of different ammo types and he can shoot it and is garbage. Technically, if you mash appropriately, you can get more damage than the super. Like placing those perfectly will like hit both of the helix shots. It will end up getting you more damage, I think, like at the end of the day. But projectiles in this game are super wonky and will absolutely miss and disappear. So yeah, this move is D tier. You should literally never use it. Never. You should never use this move. I can't think of any good situation to use it unless you're trolling. I'd love to be proven wrong though. Yeah, let's move on from that. That move actually makes me mad. Juggernaut. Okay. If you remember, Juggernaut actually has an S tier level 1 and an S tier level 2. Here he fits solidly in A tier. Probably right about here. Boom. Oh, I got to go back so that you guys can even see. I almost forgot there. Yeah, so this is his level 3. I like to make the noise for it. Boom. 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 So 12k damage. Nothing to sneeze at. Very good damage. This is a true low. So, yeah, if they're not watching their toes and you just decide to pull this out, boom. Not only that, this is a has like surprising range with his apish long arms. But it's a true OTG. But like, look at the range. Boom, boom, boom. So incredible range for a low. If you don't expect it, you're getting hit. And it also has really good frame advantage because of the hard knockdown. So you can't do anything after it, but you can dash in and you're right in their face again, which is great. So definitely A tier. It's A tier because it's a low and you get massive frame advantage. I mean, I guess this could be B. Oh, it blows through everything. So if you choose to do this move, they have to do something that'll break his armor, which is nigh impossible. So there you go. Maybe they have to super right back. And I don't think that's possible. I don't think you can super through the super freeze. At least against this. I could be wrong. But this just feels A tier to me. Like, that's my gut. After Juggernaut, Psylocke. Okay. We got some Psylocke lovers. Okay, because this is her only good super. Actually, her level 1 is better than Betsy's. Okay, we're gonna give her a B tier super. This is it. It looks awesome. I think it does more damage than that. Whoop. I think Havoc was in a weird spot. Okay, so it does a respectable amount of damage. It does not beat out anything. It just does damage and knocks them away. Looks super cool. Works off of OTGs. Like, I think you can get 2 of them if you dash up at the right speed. But again, like, who cares? That's not that impressive. Let's see if we can do it, though. I think we just have to dash up just like a tad. And we can... Oh, no, he's already getting up. There's some way to do it where you can hit him twice. But I can't... For the life of me, I can't remember what it is. As I say, you, like, kind of do this, and their legs are still in the air, and you've still got the hard knockdown. So, yeah. So, I mean, you can. But, again, this move is just... It's fine. It's totally fine. Okay damage, looks really cool, but nothing really to write home about. Let's change us to our next competitor, Havoc. Okay, so joining Forge in S tier land is our boy Alex Summers. So this is probably the only case in which Havoc edges out Cyclops in anything. Full screen tactical nuke. Basically zero for him. If you're not blocking, you're getting hit. Like, if you're not blocking, you're getting hit. And this is sort of where I think Forge, where I think Havoc sort of changed the game. For your opponent, if your opponent does anything, you can hit this panic button. You can hit this super, and like they're getting hit, and you're following up with more damage. Like that was just they tried to play the game, and you said no, I have more meter than you, or you're like I have meter. Like you're out, you're dead. You know, look at that. And we can we can run up and do that again. We can do this. So again, this is S tier. This does an incredible amount of damage, 1100 damage. You can follow up with a low beam. You can run up and do more damage. You end anything in this, and it just changes how the opponent has to play. If they whiff anything, they're getting hit, and you're following up for half their life, right? Yeah, I just think it's an incredibly potent tool for this character. And really, that's it. Like, it's just really, really good. Lady Deathstrike. Lady Deathstrike, despite being one of my favorite characters in this game, she does not. She has. It does great damage. I'm not really ordering. I shouldn't even attempt to order these. Okay. She does very respectable damage with her level 3. It has great range. You can be about here, I think. So about the length of her forward leg punch. It's the exact same animation. Then she does, sort of a telescoping 100-hand slap and spanks him away. She wants to be close, so the fact that this that this puts them so far away is sort of a disadvantage. You do have the hard knockdown to help you close the distance, but again, you're just a little too far away. Which is, if this kept them close, this would be a better move. But again, simple combo ender, looks great, does a bunch of damage, doesn't OTG or anything, but it's good. I don't think it blows through anything either. Let's just check really quick. Maybe it does. Let's try one more time. It's fast enough. It's fast enough to get through a 1-1 from Havoc. So, yeah, maybe you can count on this as like I still think it's B though. I still think it's B. It doesn't do anything any better than most of the other B tier moves aside from. I mean, it's fast. It's faster than this. It does more damage than Toad. It has more range than Toad. It doesn't hit overhead. Yeah, I feel like this is pretty good. Pretty good. Put her up there just for fun. Let's see. Who is next? Let's see. Betsy. Okay. Betsy, you are B, but like almost A. Like you're definitely better than your clone counterpart. Okay, so Betsy's whole thing is she wants to be super close. We're gonna put it in A for just a minute, as I think. So this move has no range, but I think it is the most damaging super in the game. Level 3 super.
Hurt so good, didn't it, darling?
12-7. That's some serious damage. You can use it off of any OTG instance. She has a bunch. If you want to land something like this, and then go into, oh my gosh, she doesn't really have
Hurt
any
so
or any
good,
CCR, but
didn't it,
like
darling?
that's 2/3 of their life gone. There's other, I'm sure I could come up with a quick um, something, but this also, I believe that this has no, you know what, this goes down into B. Despite being how good it is, this goes down into B tier. It has no invincibility. It can't blow through anything. It gets hit immediately, from what I remember. So we're back down to B. Let's quickly do this. We'll do it again. Yeah, you get hit immediately. I tried to use it. It has a really slow startup.
Hurt so
You can get it through a
good,
long gap,
didn't
but you
it, darling?
cannot get it through anything small. Let's try one more time. Yeah, dude, she gets burned. Okay. If this had any sort of invincibility, maybe it would have been good for, maybe it would have jumped a little, but nah, it can't. Next up, not Havoc, not Betsy, but Bishop. So Bishop is another character who is, again, just sort of languishing in B tier. He does some damage. He has some invincibility. It's got a bunch of range. But again, it's not.
You think I didn't kill you?
It's nothing to write home about. Like, it has some pretty good range. About as far as his standing one hits. Ooh, that has terrible range. It's got better range than that. Scoops him up. I believe this isn't like a true grab. It looks like it's an animation. Let's actually. Oh, let's have the opponent set to auto. Yeah, it's just a blockable hit grab kind of animation. But that being said, it does blow through stuff, so that is cool. That was the wrong move. I also like the kind of sway, like the duck under,
You
like he's a
won't almost
boxer.
make me a
Like that looks cool. So it does have invincibility. You can use this as a gap punisher and a reversal. But again, you're not really looking at this as like a whiff punish tool or anything like that. Can it go through beams? Let's stay far away. It can be used to get past stuff. So that does have it going for it. But again, that's one good thing. Invincibility, range, a lot of I guess like good damage. I guess if we're like going through some of this, like maybe Mystique's, because it's just a pure beam, would be C tier because it's just a beam. Does good damage, but it's like just a beam, whereas it doesn't have any other fancy stuff. Okay, you know what? Let's reorder this then really quickly. Mystique will go to C tier, not because it's not good, but I think it just doesn't do. It can't blow through strings. This can kind of. I don't think we really tested this. This can. This cannot. Or could it? I don't remember. This was fine. It could punish strings. This cannot punish strings, but it also has more benefits than not. Yeah, this is just a good OTG. Doesn't do that much damage. Yeah, I feel like this feels a little bit better. They're okay. Like again, they're okay, but yeah, yeah. All of these other ones have something going for them that makes them slightly better. Maybe Gambit's down here. Something like this. This is good enough. This is a combo tool. But then again, these guys have other tools. Anyway, I think this is fine. We're just playing around. We're just playing around. B, but Betsy, she can't go through anything. If this is just a combo tool, it's an incredible combo ender. I think that's good enough to put it in B tier. Okay. And Bishop has a bunch of stuff going for him there. Okay, so who are we changing into next? I think we're getting very, very close to the end here. Dark Phoenix. Okay, Dark Phoenix has 3 level 3s. So Dark Phoenix goes up into S tier. And why does Dark Phoenix go up into S tier? She's an incredible character in this game. But Dark Phoenix has, so her 3 level 3s, this one is S tier just for the attack itself. The animation's amazing, the damage is great. I believe that this move hits OTG. Oh, that was the wrong move. That was also the wrong move. Let's see, what even is her? So it will sort of vacuum them in and then explode, so pretty decent range. Very fast, but none of her stuff is capable of blowing through strings, right? So that's not where the strengths of this, besides damage. So she also has this here, 10,000 damage, nearly 11. Notice how fast this is. These all home on the opponent. There's no way for the opponent to avoid any of these. She also can do it in the air. And her air move is what everything else is kind of A-ish, A-B. I think like this, everything else is kind of B. The reason why this move is A tier or S tier is this. Sorry. So if she has access to this move and she uses it, she can keep the opponent in the air for as long as she wants. She can air seek after it. She can like I gotta find, I can't remember the exact combo. Let me see if I can remember the exact combo that I was doing. You don't want the opponent to be too far away. And then you can do this. What is it? Oh, this move here. Okay. So like if you were to do so, like, I'm trying to think of like the exact thing that makes this so good. Obviously, like being able to just play the game, you know your opponent really does have to change how they play. Any second they could just lose a third of their life because of these homing balls. Great whiff punish tool, especially in the air. Just taking to the sky and using this, there's nothing your opponent can do. They just take a whole bunch of chip. Let's try this again. I mean, hopefully you guys can see sort of why I think this move is good. There you go. So you've got your air seek. You can keep doing damage. If you do this appropriately, the gravity scaling is super intense. You can get multiple launches. Depending on where you land and all of that. But just like the fact that you can just do this and they're taking damage is nutty. I do think this move is incredible. You can follow up with just normal air stuff. Couple this with any of her other attacks. She's just a very powerful character. You could do more than that, obviously. I haven't practiced with Dark Phoenix in a while. You could do even stuff like that's an instant overhead. You could do something like this. This is an instant overhead. They land on your foot, you bash them back up into the air, you do some more damage. Like, this is a good move. And the fact that you can do this and it's a whole bunch of chip and she can react basically right afterwards. Right? Like, she can get right back down to the ground, man. She's a good character. I don't think that'll ever work, but regardless, a very good character. I think that move is S tier. Yeah, it's good. Okay, let's head back to, actually we can go up now. Okay, Sentinel A. All right, so Sentinel A has another one of our, he's our D tier boy. He's actually B tier. He has 2 supers. He has one that's D tier and one that is B tier. So this is his B tier. It's just a silly big punch. It looks freaking ridiculous. Does okay damage. You can combo it off stuff. You know, it's really nothing special. You have armor, so you can blow through things. It doesn't really matter. You can just blow through whatever. So this is a fine reversal, but so are his other moves. And then this here. So this is a power up. Now, this would actually be better if, you know, you could use it. You're actually punishable. So you use this. You notice, like, I can't even jump before Alex gets up. Like, this is a good move. You want it, as this dude, you always want to keep them close. You're getting punished for that. You're, like, literally getting punished for that. There is, like, no good way to, you know, power up and like, this is a cool install. He gets 150% plus damage to all of his attacks for, you know, a limited time, and it lasts for a decent chunk, right? Like, that was brain dead, and we've got 20k damage, and we still have a little bit of time left. So yeah, this is good, but it's just not good enough. I'm tempted to put it in C tier, because if you were to find a way to nail this, this would be a niche opportunity. Like, this would be a niche super. But it's just not that good. I wish it was better, frankly. I wish it was better. Sentinel Beta, my girl. This girl, she's C. Again, she has the same power-up option here. But hers is... it's faster, and it does the same. It gives the same amount of damage percent increase. It gives 150% plus damage. But like, if you were to do something like, what does she do? Like, is it back 1-2? Yeah, it's back 2-1. So if you were to do something like, I'm just trying to remember all her moves now. Down back. That's not it. Do this. Let's see, we gotta get the timing appropriate, excuse me. We've got our super up. Now we can pressure. So like, that's good. Now if you've already got it set up and you manage to land your hit, dude, you are ruining somebody's day. And then you hit them with your level 1. 8, like, bro, man. And I think, I'm not quite sure. I think you have to, there's something with this super that, like, normally her the final hit of her level 1 knocks them up into the air for an air seek. I'm not quite sure why that last one did. Okay, there we go. So it lasts a decent amount of time, and like, they're dead. Like, they are dead. So for basically for 1 meter, you have killed them. Or for a level 3 and a level 1, you've killed them. So this is C. All she needs, all this character needs in this game is this move. That's all she needs to win. But level 3 will help. It's just a super niche. How do you fit it into your game? I don't think there's a way to do it to actually continue combos, which is a shame. Finally, we're in our last 2 characters here. Bastion and Blob. Bastion has a very serviceable, almost A tier level super. So this is his level 3. How does it work? Nope. Is it? Okay, there we go. Now, I'm tempted to put this in A tier. This is a true low. You need to block this low. But he also gets a free down beam, which is, like, it's good. This turns every single time he lands this super into, he turns it into a level 4, basically. This is actually better than his level 4. His level 4 is garbage. And we'll do this. So I think you can do this into, and I think you can land this multiple times because again, yeah. So you can land that multiple times. The damage is squirrely and sort of resets for whatever reason. You can do that. I'm not sure how you can do that, but I know you can do multiples of those. Maybe it's like, can you do it off an air throw? I feel like you can do it off an air throw. Yeah, okay, that's how it, and it's just jank. So that is, you can do it, but it's jank. But the fact that you can do this into this and get a free 3200 is really nice. And that puts you right where Bishop or Bastion frankly wants you to be, because he has the best beam in the game. He doesn't actually need to go like return a neutral. You can just freaking machine gun fire this shit. Yeah, that is, it's B tier cresting A tier for sure. Definitely better than all the rest of these, being the true low. And can it go through stuff? Let's see. Can it go through stuff? I don't think it can. Maybe it can. But like that's half his life gone. Let's see. Yeah, maybe it can. And now half your life is gone. So, I mean, this is like the top of B tier, if not A tier. That's a really good move. It's only a combo ender, but I mean, it's still pretty decent. And you got to be close to get all the hits. So, not as consistent as the rest. Now on to our final fighter. I think maybe if you've never seen this move before, you would be, as you'd never seen Blob played before, you don't really know his strategy. Maybe you would be surprised, but if you've seen any of my Blob content, this is an S tier super. It is easily an S tier super. Why is it an S tier super? Okay. It is a full screen low that vacuums the opponent in, does an absurd amount of damage, and allows you to combo afterwards. Now, why is this so potent? I mean, obviously, like, this is great regardless, but Blob has a ton of armor. So, because this is nearly 0 frames, right, it's super, super fast. He can take a hit of basically anything, and then he can do this. Now, let's say that you have enough meter to do it again. Sometimes they can fall out. That shouldn't be a problem. All right, let's make sure we do this appropriately. We land this bad boy. We sit on their face, so that's an aerial grab there. We're going to back up just a little bit. This is all unscaled damage now. Oh, he is kind of moving off axis, isn't he? So, you can combo out of that. There's some wonkiness there, but if you're a good Blob, you'll know exactly how to deal with it. But why is this, I mean, good? That's a dead character. And actually, I'll show you, we'll do something like this. Let's see if I can make sure. I'm so sorry that you have to listen to I'll pick my teeth with your bones, or whatever he's saying right now. All right, we'll back up a little bit. I'm not going to do it again. I promise. But what I will show you is this. So this move here, even if you're just to land, let's say let's say Blob's getting his ass beat. You can literally just like taunt and try to get meter. You can just literally taunt and build meter. The second they use a beam, you just do this. You do this, you bring him in. Okay, so now we're at 1500 damage, right? This adds an unscaled 8k. That's 2,300 damage. He's got an unblockable low. In this is unblockable. Full screen low. So you telling me that he can't get another 7k to finish you off? It's just too good. It's just a very, 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 very good move. And it's super easy to combo out of. Like, okay, we're comboing, baby. Like, we're in there. Boink. And we're comboing again. Again, unscaled. That 13. Right? Like, this is an extra dead character. That's like 40,000 damage, dude. That's 40,000 damage. So, this is S tier move. Absolutely. No doubt in my mind, S tier. And with that, we're done. I hope you enjoyed. This is super fun for me. I'm glad we got back to it. Let me know your favorite supers in this game. Your favorite level 3. What you liked using the most on your brother or sister or any of your friends back in the day. And stay tuned for more, gang. Like, comment, subscribe, and Happy New Year.